Well, we are 10 games into our fourth season with Plymouth Argyle in League One still. And I tell you what, this season, it's the worst start I've ever had. Hello, welcome to part 18 of Home Park Heroes. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our Sky Bet League One fixtures against Millwall and Walsall. Since the last episode, or since the closure of the transfer window, I don't think we played too many games. I don't even know when the last transfer window closed. I think it was just after the Watford game. Since then, we played a few more games. It hasn't really been much better. We've only had one league win, and that was a 3-1 win over Gillingham and a 2-2 draw against Doncaster. Apart from that, we've lost every single game, which isn't ideal. So this is the League One table after 10 games. You're currently down in 15th. I was hopeful to be top of the league, considering we're doing a slightly more attacking formation, the 4-2-4. It's not really working out for us just yet, but I think we'll go with it at least until the January transfer window, or until we get sacked. I don't really know what happens. We have done one more signing. It was a free transfer, which is why we could do that. It's Alfie Devine. He's a English central attacker midfielder, can also play centre mid. 3.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. Good championship player, potentially Premier League. He comes in on a free transfer previously of Spurs. Had a loan spell at Swansea last season where he did alright in League One, but not really the best. I presume he was just there for the second half of the season, but hopefully he comes in and is a pretty decent side. He hasn't played too many games, but I think, does he really play today? I don't think he will. But this is the lineup for our match against Millwall. It is Schmidt and goal, a back four of Heverton, Feeney, Mosquera, Letlat, Ibrahim and Belarus in the midfield. Then we've got Morris out on the right, Blake on the left, Tolage and Ola Adebomi up front. Let's get the subs bench sorted out because there's a few spaces. Obviously, we have had a few injuries. Ryan Ayabodi is going to be out for 2 months, so he'll be out at least until the January transfer window. And Justin Abikru has picked up a slight knock. He'll be back fairly soon, but hopefully we can just try and get the win against Millwall, which I think is going to be pretty difficult to do considering Millwall are certainly in the top end of the table. I don't know where they are. I think they're definitely in the playoff places. They might even be top of the league. I know that they're in that sort of end of the table. They're second in the league, 2 points behind Portsmouth, but my main priority is just try to get the wins or just as many points as possible. Then hopefully in the second half of the season we can try and sort of push on for playoff sport. I don't really. I mean, this is sort of the worst start of the season as possible. But if we can get all the negative football out of the way, then the second half we can just romp home to victory every game. But it just hasn't worked out like that. There's been a few games where we've created a lot of chances, but just for some reason just couldn't put the ball into the back of the net defensively. Been quite shocking from all of it, not just the defensive area, just as defensive unit as a whole, like the whole team. As Heverton has scored a no goal. Well, I mean that's just brilliant. 1-0 to Millwall after 20 minutes. It can only go from bad to worse from here, but hopefully if we can get a relatively quick equaliser. Adebomi has got them. I mean, you got another striker next to you. You could try and use him, but no, he decides to do it all alone, and only ended in one scenario. That was going out for a goal kick. And Alfie Doughty has got the ball, finds Matthews. He runs through a goal, and AJ Matthews puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. I don't know what's going on, but if this form, or if we don't somehow find a couple wins quickly, I don't know what's going to happen this season. I'm not thinking about getting the sack, but I mean, the guy who made the assist called Sacco, that's just a real stab in the back. That yeah, I don't know what to say about this season. It's just been absolutely awful. I thought a change of formation would have worked, but it just hasn't. Sort of made things a little bit worse. I don't know whether just to go back to the 4-3-3 or maybe go to like a 4-2-3-1 because Alfie Devine is a attacker midfielder. So I think if we lose this game, I think we've got to scrap the 4-4-2 because at the moment, at this current time, it's not really working because we just don't have the quality up front. Obviously, Tottenham, being realistically, our only decent striker this year, and he's been pretty slow to score this season. I mean, that's just absolutely atrocious. I mean, Max Schmidt, we rejected a few offers for him in the summer. I'm kind of regretting those actions because how is he rated a 7.0? How is he rated the highest rated player on the pitch? He's conceded 3 goals. It does not make any sense at all. And Blake's not having he hasn't really done much since he's arrived to us on loan. But 14 minutes left to go. I think we've got to change something drastically. I don't know what we do here, but we will get on Silvera for Blake. And I think I just don't know what we do to change things up. Let's go. The thing is, because we're 3-0 down, I can't want to keep it 2 up front. We'll just keep that change for now. Just Silvera on for Blake. If things don't improve, I guess we could go to attacking mentality, but I just don't think that will make things any better. I think we just got to take this game as it comes. We're not going to beat Millwall. We're definitely not going to make the comeback, but can we just get a few goals? That'd be ideal. Just get a goal or two. Belarus is going to make way for Alfie Devine, so that scraps the idea of going to a 4-2-3-1. I think Shaden Morris is an absolute shocker, so Christy Wadhams is going to come on, who, despite, he came back from his own spell last year, all good. He hasn't really shown much this season, but he is only young. I'm hoping he can get better throughout the rest of the season. But obviously, losing every game, I don't think it's going to improve him at all. And Silvera with the shot, it's the frame of the crossbar. That should have been the first goal of the day for us, but it just wasn't. Very, very unlucky. But hopefully, we can try and get a few goals back with 20 minutes left to go. I don't think we're going to have any chance of making the comeback. But Bradley Ibrahim now to Heaventon. This is looking very positive. And Wadham goes down. That might not be a penalty. I think he died, but I thought we were going to get a goal back. There, but it just wasn't to be in the end. But Wadham has got the ball now to Tollard. This is looking very good. Come on, Plymouth. Come on. Just do your best. Try and put the ball into the back of it there. I mean, what is that? I mean, I want to get out of this thing this season. It might happen. We might be down to League 2 at this rate, but if that is the case, I think that's just a safe done and dusted. There's no point carrying on because I'm fairly sure I'd be sacked at that point. Massey has got the ball now to Serge. This is a shocking play. Thankfully, Moscow does make a quite easy header back to Schmidt, who does thankfully keep hold of it. He lubs upfield straight. It just falls to absolutely no one. It's quite annoying. I think we definitely will do. Definitely do a tactical change in the next game, and definitely probably try and do a 4-2-3-1. See if that works. If that doesn't work, God help us. But I think we'll try and do the 4-2-3-1 next game. Then we'll persevere with that formation until the next episode. Then if that doesn't work, I think we might be facing the sack. Which isn't nice, but we need to get out of this league, and then we can sign some proper talented players, because it's very hard to attract championship quality players or decent championship quality players to League One, which is very difficult to do. Obviously, we do have a few of them in this squad at the moment, obviously the likes of Alfie Devine, but that's only a few, and Tollard has got a goal back. It's just 1 goal with 10 minutes left to go. Let's go to a attacking mentality and see what that can do to us. I don't think it's going to do much, but let's see if we can get a second goal, ideally within the next couple minutes, and if that does happen, there might just be enough time for the comeback. Are we going to get like 3 minutes additional time? That's just absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, there was only one goal this second half, so I wasn't expecting a lot, but I was expecting a little bit more. But that's a disappointing performance. Very disappointing. I think we do switch to a 4-2-3-1, playing Divine in its more natural position as the attacking midfielder. Obviously, we do have 4 strikers in the squad. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna go to plan. But if it does mean just selling 2 of them in January, so be it. Then hopefully we have a little bit more money to strengthen the rest of the squad. So hopefully we can just please just get the 3 points against Warsaw. The lineup for our match against Warsaw will be Schmidt in goal, a back four of Heverton, Murray, Mosquera and Christine, Oliesi and Belarus in the midfield. Then we've got Wadham on the right, Divine in the middle, Blake on the left. Then we've got Tollage up front. So obviously the change in formation as planned, the 4-2-3-1. If we win as this, I think this formation stays. If we lose it, I don't know what we do. I think we'll just have to. I think we'll have to stick with this formation at least until the next episode. And if that doesn't work, I don't know what we do for the second half of the season. So I'm a little bit stuck at this point. So hopefully we do get the win, because obviously Warsaw are actually below us in the table. So it should be you'd think it'd be a relatively easy win, albeit they are. Oh god! If we lose, we could potentially be in the relegation zone, and that just won't be a great feeling. I mean, that could go. That could. This could. I mean, obviously, we haven't had an emergency board meeting yet, but this could potentially be our final game with Plymouth, unless unless we pick up a few wins, we might not make it to the next episode, which will be very frustrating, but obviously because I don't know what we're going to do for the next save. I anticipated this one could be our last save, and Harrison Burke has scored an own goal, and we are 1-0 up against Warsaw. An own goal, I don't care what it is, but it is a goal, and we are 1-0 up. We don't need to see the league table, because quite frankly, that is just absolutely, it's just sickening. It's awful. Divine has got the ball. We cross it in. Dane Murray with the header. Couldn't quite get it on target, but it was a very good header. Very nearly finding the back of the net, but just very unfortunate. But we do have 15 minutes left to go until half time. A second goal will do us the world of good. A second goal will probably give us the best hope of winning this game, because there has been a few times this season where we have gone 1-0 up, but just for whatever reason we've just completely blown it. Wadham Divine with the goal, and we are 2-0 up. I'll tell you what, the 4-2-3-1 might be our calling for this season. I think, yeah, definitely might have to slag off two or three of the strikers in January, then get in another striker. So obviously we do have the budget to get in more players if we need to. Don't have to necessarily sell, but if we're going to stick with a 4-2-3-1, I think definitely we need another attacking midfielder in January, which I know is quite some time away. But we can always do some pre-transfer window opening arrangements. I think that's what we might do. That's only if the 4-2-3-1 does really work. Obviously, I know it's only against Warsaw, and Zion Blake has put the ball into the back of the net. But if this formation really works, this might just save our job and save the season, because obviously, how far away are we from? 9 points. I mean, it's not disastrous. I've seen it could be a lot worse. It really could be, but we are 3-0 up. Not even at half time, by the way. We've still got 5 minutes, which is definitely enough time to potentially grab a fourth goal. But Christy Wadham, by the way, has got 2 assists. I mean, this formation might suit him as well, with Divine just to the side of him and not 2 players up front, because maybe that's what we were lacking, someone just to connect to the midfield, to the attack, and to the striker, because obviously didn't really have that in the previous formation. But maybe that was the problem. I don't know why we're so good this game and so poor in the previous game. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but hopefully this formation works, and it works for the rest of the season, ideally. But whatever that happened in 10 previous games, we just need to put that behind us and hope this is like the start of the season from here. And Christie with a very good defensive header. Zion Blake plays the ball to Alfie Devine. He's got Tollards just ahead of him, but he drops back, creates a lot of space for him, and he does have the shot, but it was just over the top of a crossbar. Not that it really matters because the 3 points are very much wrapped up. Mosquera is going to make way for Feeney. We are going to get off Christine for Let That. And I think we'll also get off Tollard for Adabomi, who is also the other target forward. I think I know Luke Plage and Justin Abitcrew haven't been here for long, but I think those their Plymouth Argyle days are definitely numbered unless they can play as a attacking midfielder. But I think those two probably will potentially, whether or not we can get him gone permanently or just send him out on loan in January, because I don't anticipate them getting very much game time, as Zion Blake has put the ball into the back of the net for his second goal of the day and Plymouth Argyle's 4th goal of the game. This is just a tale of 2 games. One game, very, very poor. The next game, setting the world alight. I mean, setting the world alight, but setting League One alight. They don't know what's going to hit them when we play the rest of the teams. Christy Wadham has run his absolute socks off, so he's going to make way for Shaden Morris. And I think final change will be Olisise off for Bradley Ibrahim. I mean, I'll tell you what, the midfield partnership of Belarus and Olisise, absolutely dynamite so far. Certainly this game, and it has been for most of the season. I think we've just been very unlucky. I'm unsure what formation we should use, but I think certainly, judging by this game, the 4-2-3-1 is definitely the right direction to go in. The 4-4-2, only if we're really lacking, if we want to have a really late comeback, that's when we switch to it. But I think for now, I think for the rest of the season, unless it's just a little fluky win and we go back to regular Plymouth Argyle, very inconsistent after this game, I think we will stick to the 4-2-3-1, certainly for till the next episode, and hopefully we'll be in a much healthier position in the table. If we've won every game between now and the next episode, that would be very good, but I'm anticipating that won't happen. But if we can win at least half of the games, I think that would be very good. We're 5-0 up. Shaden Morris has barely been on the pitch for, been on there for like 10 minutes, and he's already got his first goal of the game, and that's what you call a decent win. That's how we bounce back with a win. A 5-0 win over Warsaw, and I'd say that's a pretty decent game. That, I mean, it was a pretty rubbish start to the episode, losing 3-0 to Millwall, or 3-1 to Millwall, but a 5-0 win to round off this episode. Very, very good. And Zion Blake, absolutely beautiful performance. A 2-0 win. I mean, again, it's an episode of 2 halves. He played very rubbish against Millwall, and an absolute blinder against Warsaw, and obviously Preston again. I was going to show you that game, but I thought I'd rather not, considering where we were in the table. But hopefully, Colchester should be a nice, easy game. November looks like a very difficult month. If we can win at least half of the games in November, that would be good. Or if we could just lose 2 of them, I don't mind that. I just want to lose the minimum amount of games as possible. So I think we probably will. I think we'll probably just jump back. Possibly, we'll go to halfway through December, and we'll probably play our games against Huddersfield and Notts County, where hopefully we're in the playoff push. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for lots more Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.